Uzbekistan, a land that embraces the fragrance of history and the magnificence of civilization, where the ancient past meets a bright, modern present in a stunning fusion of natural beauty and human achievement. Located in the heart of Central Asia, this country carries a long history and rich culture, making it one of the most exciting travel destinations in the world. Uzbekistan is not just a country, it's a journey through time, taking you on an unforgettable adventure across ancient cities that were once at the heart of the Silk Road, the trade route that connected East and West for over 1,000 years. In Samarkand, one of the oldest and most beautiful cities in the world, you can feel the essence of history in its bustling streets, which were once the stage for great visitors from all over the world. From the magnificent Registan Square to the imposing Bibi Kanyam Mosque, every stone here tells a story from the golden age of Islamic civilization. In Bukhara, every corner reveals secrets from a distant past, with ancient Islamic landmarks such as the Kalon Minaret and Khalifa Mosque narrating stories from centuries ago. But Uzbekistan is not just about historical cities. It is a diverse geography that blends towering mountains and vast deserts. In the Kyzylkum Desert, you can enjoy a breathtaking journey through endless sand dunes that stretch to the horizon, while in the Itchan and Bukhara mountains, you find the thrill of hiking and adventure amidst beautiful landscapes. In Tashkent, the country's capital, modernity meets tradition, as the streets reflect a forward-looking vision while still embracing deep cultural roots through its lively old markets. Uzbekistan is not just a place to visit, it is a complete world of surprises waiting to be discovered. If you're looking for a destination rich in history, deep culture, and breathtaking nature, Uzbekistan is the place to add to your list of upcoming trips. Now that you've had a taste of what Uzbekistan has to offer, you just have to take a look at the most beautiful places in it. Khiva is renowned for its well-preserved medieval architecture and its pivotal role as a major trading hub along the Silk Road. It also became a center for Islamic learning, attracting scholars and students for centuries. The city is encircled by impressive mud brick walls, which enclose the historic district known as Itchan Kala. This compact district functions as an open-air museum, showcasing traditional Central Asian urban design and architecture. The walls, towering up to 10 meters high, were originally constructed for defense and are punctuated by 4 grand gates, each facing one of the cardinal directions. At its peak, the walled city was a bustling center of administration, trade, and intellectual activity, with its madrasas training scholars and its bazaars facilitating commerce. Khiva is home to over 50 monuments, including mosques, madrasas, tombs, and palaces, many of which date back to the 18th and 19th centuries. One standout example is the Juma Mosque, which features a unique interior supported by over 200 intricately carved wooden columns, some of which date back to the 10th century. The city also houses residential areas where homes made from clay bricks reflect the traditional way of life in the region. Among the most iconic landmarks in Khiva is the Kalon Minaret, distinguished by its cylindrical shape and vibrant turquoise and green tile work. Construction of the minaret began in 1851 under the orders of Muhammad Amin Khan, who intended for it to be the tallest minaret in Central Asia. However, the project was left unfinished after the Khan's death in 1855, leaving the structure at a height of 29 meters instead of the planned 70 meters. Samarkand is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in Central Asia, with a rich history spanning over 2,500 years. Over the centuries, it has been influenced by various empires, including the Achaemenid Empire, Alexander the Great's Empire, and the Timurid Empire. One of Samarkand's most famous landmarks is the Registan Square, an impressive ensemble of 3 grand madrasas adorned with stunning tilework. The name Registan translates to sandy place, reflecting its original use as a public gathering space before it evolved into an educational hub during the Timurid era. Each of the 3 structures has a unique name: Ulugh Beg Madrasa, Sherdor Madrasa, and Tilyakori Madrasa. The square's design emphasizes symmetry and grandeur, typical of Timurid architecture. The blue domes, mosaics, and stalactite-like decorations that adorn the madrasas create an intricate play of light and shadow, enhancing their beauty throughout the day. Boki Shahar, also referred to as the Eternal City, is an ancient site closely tied to the foundation of Samarkand. It dates back to the 7th or 8th century BCE and is located on the Afab Hill. The Afab archaeological site here has uncovered remnants of the Sogdian civilization. Allegedly, the city's destruction came at the hands of the Mongols in the 13th century. Shah-i-Zinda is a remarkable necropolis and sacred pilgrimage site, representing a masterpiece of Islamic architecture. This complex consists of numerous mausoleums and religious structures, many of which were added during the Timurid period. The name Shah-i-Zinda translates to living king, referring to the legend of Qusam ibn Abbas, believed to be a cousin of the Prophet Muhammad. According to local legend, he was martyred here, but is said to have entered a well alive to protect himself, earning him the title, the Living King. The site is laid out along a narrow pathway, lined with intricately decorated tombs. These mausoleums are adorned with vivid turquoise, cobalt, and azure tiles, featuring floral motifs, geometric patterns, and inscriptions from the Quran. The Gur-e Amir Mausoleum, or Tomb of the King, is a stunning example of Timurid architecture. Built in 1403 for Timur's grandson, it became his tomb after his death in 1405. The magnificent blue dome, adorned with gold and lapis lazuli inside, reflects the grandeur of the Timurid Empire. Another significant structure from Timur's reign is the Bibi Kanim Mosque, named after his wife. Once one of the largest mosques in the Islamic world, it could accommodate thousands of worshippers and symbolized the power of the Timurid Empire. Unfortunately, the mosque suffered damage from earthquakes and neglect over the centuries, leading to the collapse of parts of the structure. Restoration efforts began in the 20th century and continue to this day. Samarkand is also home to one of the most significant astronomical facilities of the medieval Islamic world, the Ulugh Beg Observatory, constructed in the early 15th century under the patronage of Sultan Ulugh Beg. The observatory became a center for advanced scientific research during its time. Ulugh Beg, renowned for his work as an astronomer, commissioned the creation of a star catalogue that documented the positions of over 1,000 stars, one of the most accurate astronomical records of the era. Bukhara is known for its long history as a major center of trade, culture, and religion, with origins dating back over 2,500 years. The city's well-preserved urban layout reflects the traditions of Islamic architecture and urban planning in Central Asia. At the heart of the city is the Po-i-Kalyan complex, one of the most significant architectural ensembles in Central Asia. It features the Kalon Mosque and the Kalon Minaret, forming a cohesive representation of Islamic architecture and urban design. The Kalon Minaret, completed in 1127, is the oldest structure in the complex, standing 46 meters tall. It is constructed from baked brick and features intricate geometric patterns. The Kalon Mosque, one of the largest mosques in Central Asia, can accommodate over 12,000 worshippers and remains a functioning place of worship to this day. Its defining feature is its massive blue tile dome, which is visible from across the city. The Chor Minor Madrasa is an architectural monument known for its compact and symmetrical design. Built in the early 19th century, its name, meaning four minarets, refers to the four towers that mark each corner of the structure. Unlike traditional madrasas, it served as an entrance to a larger educational complex, which no longer exists. The building was commissioned by a wealthy Bukhari merchant who wanted the design to display influences from various regions along the Silk Road, as seen in the differing details of the four minarets. Hand-woven carpet making has long been a significant traditional craft in Bukhara. The weaving process is entirely manual, starting with the preparation of raw materials such as wool or silk, or a combination of both. Weavers, predominantly women, work on vertical or horizontal looms, where the density of knots per square inch is a key factor in determining the quality of the carpet. Mastery of the craft requires exceptional attention to detail and skill, making Bukhara carpets renowned for their geometric patterns, medallions, repeating motifs, and warm tones like deep reds, blues, and golds. The Ark of Bukhara, a massive fortress, was the residence of the city's rulers for centuries. It functioned as a center of power, housing the royal court, military barracks, and government offices. Unfortunately, the fortress was heavily damaged during the Russian conquest of Bukhara in 1920, when it was bombarded and set ablaze. Today, parts of the Ark have been restored and converted into museums, showcasing artifacts and exhibits related to Bukhara's history and culture. The Ismail Samani Mausoleum is one of the oldest examples of Islamic architecture in Central Asia. It is the final resting place of Ismail Samani and his family, whose reign marked the emergence of the Samanid dynasty as a powerful force. The mausoleum was buried under sand for centuries, which helped protect it from invasions and natural decay. Rediscovered in the 20th century, it underwent careful preservation to maintain its original appearance. Tashkent is known as a major cultural, economic, and historical center, with a history spanning over 2,000 years. Its name means City of Stone, referring to its past as a fortified settlement. Archaeological findings suggest that the area has been inhabited since the 5th century BC. Throughout its history, Tashkent was ruled by various empires, including the Samanid and Timurid empires. The Hazrati Imam Mosque is part of the Kasti Imam complex, a historical and spiritual center in the city. The mosque is relatively modern compared to other elements of the complex, having been constructed in the late 20th century. It is designed in a traditional Islamic style, blending elements inspired by regional architectural traditions. The Tashkent Television Tower is a defining feature of the city's skyline. At 375 meters, it is the tallest structure in the region and one of the tallest freestanding towers in the world. Its Altai-style design provides stability against strong winds and seismic activity due to the region's earthquake-prone geography. The Kyzylkum Desert, which translates to Red Sands, spans a vast area of approximately 300,000 square kilometers. Known for its distinctive reddish dunes, the desert is characterized by sparse vegetation and unique ecosystems that have adapted to extreme climatic conditions. Historically, the Kyzylkum Desert played a crucial role as part of the trade routes during the Silk Road era, connecting various civilizations across Asia. These ancient routes allowed goods and cultures to flow between the East and West, marking the desert as an important crossroads in history. Today, settlements in the desert are few and typically small. The inhabitants have learned to adapt to the harsh environment. If you enjoyed this video and loved joining us on this journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new adventures. We have so many amazing trips and places waiting for you, and we want you to be a part of every step we take. Hit that subscribe button now, and let's embark on unforgettable adventures together.